So. Yeah.
Bryson?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to welcome you to the line.
Yeah, I love it, man. This is great.
Yeah.
This is great, Josh. This is a good event to do this at. You're catching a lot of people who really take construction serious and do what we do, man, for a living. This is beautiful.
So for those who are listening out there, where are we? Because they're just hearing a lot of noise.
Oh, yeah, they're hearing
hearing
hammers.
you and me talking? Yeah.
They're hearing hammers and drills going. So we're at Georgia World Congress Center. This is a construction-ready summit where Career Expo, where we bring trades people in to demonstrate to young folks exactly what we do for a living. So hence the hammers and the nails and all the noise in the background. But we're focusing on younger kids, trying to train them up and get them a sense of what we do and get them excited about construction.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is, man. So it's a very, very important thing. Very important thing.
So let's just hear a little bit about why are you here, Bryson?
Oh, that's a great question, Josh. I am here because, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on how you look at it, for every 4 construction professionals that retire, there are only 1 that enter our industry.
I think it's up to 5.
Is it 5 now?
I think it's up to 5.
Well, that's even worse.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get the young folks excited.
Come on.
And when they get excited, our industry continues to grow and to thrive. And we need new ideas. We need fresh ideas. You and I are getting old, long in the tooth, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do this. 30, 40 years, maybe 50 at best.
I
hope not. I hear you, man. Yeah, me too. So I got to get them excited, man, because construction is such a unique industry. I was telling the kids upstairs, everybody remembers when COVID happened.
Yeah.
We were in an essential industry.
Yeah.
Right? So we didn't stop work.
Yeah.
No matter what. It was a global pandemic, but we were still at work doing what we needed to do and making sure that the city was continuing to run. So that is why it's so important that we keep these young kids interested, entertained, and show them that this is actually something really cool to do. It's not just getting dirty.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just mixing concrete and playing in the dirt and doing auger-cast piles and deep foundations.
Yeah.
It's actually cool stuff, man, and we want to show them and highlight that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Bryson, how did you end up in the trades?
I said, man, so a family business, 1989, my dad started a company, named it Bryson Constructors. There's a running joke at Thanksgiving and Christmas, whether the company was named after me or vice versa. I honestly still don't know to this day. But my first job, Josh, was a composite cleanup person. And I'm sure you know what it is. And for the people who are listening, it's somebody who walks around the job site and they literally pick up debris. Yeah. They pick up trash. They pick up the 2x4s that the carpenter just cut. Yeah. I did that 15, 16, right? So I saw construction from the ground up.
Yeah.
So when people tell me what they think I don't know, it's an easy conversation because I actually do know it.
Yeah.
And I see buildings like this in 3D. I see, what's going on in electrical wiring, the conduit in the floor. You can't tell me something because I know a lot of already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And so then when you came up out of high school and you were having that experience, did you take any training or anything like that?
Yeah, so I was fortunate, Josh. I got a basketball scholarship to Furman University.
Wow.
So I played at Furman for 4 years and I got a business degree. So me growing up in construction, I already had that knowledge.
Right.
So superintendents, for example, a lot of them, they just started out as general laborers foremen. Right. And then they saw what they needed to see and they grew up in it.
Yeah.
The experience is the best teacher.
I totally agree.
It is the best teacher. So I got my degree out of college. I was blessed to play basketball. I had no college debt. Don't owe Sally Mae anything.
Good for you.
Don't owe her anything, right?
Yeah.
So I went right into work after that, immediately right into work in the family business. My very first project when I graduated was Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Come on.
I mean, how cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
So, I'm 23, 24. I'm riding around downtown, like pointing to I'm telling my friends I'm working on that.
I'm working on that.
You know how cool that is, man?
You can't drive into Atlanta and not notice.
Exactly. Flying into Atlanta, they usually fly around downtown. So, that was my first project. Wow. It is such a cool experience. I tell people all the time, I saw everything that could go wrong on a project and everything that could go extremely right on that project.
Yeah.
So the knowledge and experience, Josh, like we just talked about, it was there.
Yeah.
It was there, man. So that's how I got into the industry. And right now we're doing all type of stuff. We're at the airport. We're doing stuff for City of Atlanta, City of East Point. We're just all around the world, man, trying to grow and expand.
That's awesome.
Yeah, brother.
That's awesome. Well, I guess my question here for us, as literally hundreds and hundreds And I mean, there's going to be thousands of kids that go through here today.
Yeah.
What would you say to those who are out there, if you're, someone who's older that's in construction, what do they need to do to help bring this next generation into construction? What is it this podcast is called The Line.
Yep.
How do they need to step up to the line?
They have to be willing to teach and impart to these young folks. And young folks nowadays are different than when we were coming up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Josh, we seem like we're about the same age. The internet was literally invented while we were growing up.
Yeah.
Now they have TikTok and Instagram and everything is just instant, right? So you got to be a little bit more patient with these Gen Z, Millennials, Gen X, whatever they call themselves. You got to be a little bit more patient with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it sounds like a easy thing to do.
They didn't grow up with a Commodore 64 like I did.
Oh, dude, come on, man. Commodore 60, Nintendo 64, man, where you got to blow the cartridge, not download stuff.
I remember that. Yes.
So, I mean, they just grew up different, and they are growing up different. So we have to be a little bit more patient with them.
Yeah.
Make sure that they understand how important this stuff is. And construction safety is the most paramount thing.
Yeah.
And that's not instant. You have to take your time doing things.
Yeah,
you have to take your time.
Is a bad thing.
In construction, it's a terrible thing.
Absolutely.
So that is almost, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the exact opposite of how they grew up when I'm talking about just when things instant.
Yeah.
You got to slow down, make sure that you're measure twice.
Yeah. Cut once.
Cut once.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they just went, all right, all right, I'm done.
Yep.
Like, okay, no, young man, young lady, that's not how this is done.
Right.
So patience, I think, Josh.
And you take your time and you actually end up being faster overall.
That's it, man. Yeah, that's it.
I think that even extends then to our generation and even the generation above us. I heard the term earlier today, and I'm gonna totally steal this from the guy from Workforce and Development. Okay. He was talking and he said, there is a silver tsunami coming. And that is those trades, that knowledge that is leaving the industry.
Yeah.
And what needs to happen is we need to be, and I'm seeing it go on all around here.
Yeah.
We need to be mentoring this next generation. And maybe that's these kids and being here, but it actually is also out on the job site. We've been doing it for so many years, so we do it without even thinking about it.
Yeah,
we need to take the time and not be frustrated and realize, my goodness, there's a wave coming. Mm-hmm. If I don't take the time to mentor this individual, then when I'm gone, there's no one to take my place.
Yeah.
And we should be working to work ourselves out of a job.
Absolutely.
Like, I want there to be 5 to 10 people that want my job, that I can move on to the next thing. We need to stop being afraid of, I'm going to lose that opportunity.
Yeah, that makes no sense, man. That makes no sense to me. Josh, you're right on point, man. I think people who are here, some of these bigger trades, you see Sunbelt over there, Holder Construction is over there, they do a lot of stuff where they take this serious because their executives, their project leaders, their company leaders are seeing this trend. Yeah. It's 5 people to 1 now. I've been saying 4 to 1. What is that going to look like in 2026?
Yeah.
Right? So events like this that Construction Ready puts on are vital to our industry. Very, very, very important. I cannot overestimate and understand that. Like, that is so important what we're doing here. And you spreading the word, man. You spreading the word through this podcast. This is good.
We were talking yesterday just about welders, and it's like they're already, right now, I don't know the exact number, so I'm gonna say something lower than what I was told.
Okay.
But it is a couple 100,000 shortage right now in welders.
Wow.
And it's going to grow next year. But that's just this year. Right now with the work that we have, there is a couple 100,000 less than what is needed.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of these young men I was talking to the other day, he just was, artificial intelligence. That'll just be able to
show me it, build a building, man.
That's my point, Josh. I'm like, dude, no way that you think that AI robot is going to be able to build a 30-story skyscraper downtown. We still need you, young man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's not, you can't, and that's again going back to the think that instant internet, everything is going to just happen for them. No, that's not going to happen, man. We still need you.
There is nothing in this life that you can get instantly that has, I did a podcast with a guy a few weeks ago, and we talked about value and understanding the value of what you have.
Yeah.
And you don't understand that until you have to earn it.
Yep.
And to earn something, that takes time.
Yeah.
That takes time. Experience needs to be earned. The only way to earn experience, is to actually do the work. If you're, I like to use the analogy of baking a cake.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't turn the
That's a
oven
good
up
one.
and make it happen fast.
Yeah.
It's gonna burn. You can't. You
350,
can't make
man.
That, you can't
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
It just takes time.
Yep. Yeah.
And you let it take the time, and then you'll learn. Honestly, and this comes back to what we talked about hurry.
Yeah.
If you turn it up and it goes faster, it ends up taking longer because you got to start all over.
Yeah, you got to start over. Now you're frustrated again, and now the owner's mad.
Yeah.
Right? You might have lost that business. So slowing down, making sure you do it right and safe.
Exactly.
Right and safe, Josh. If the listeners are hearing me, is that we need more people in construction. Slow down, do it correctly, do it safely. And this is an industry that is recession-proof.
It's COVID-proof.
COVID recession-proof, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen. If there will be another pandemic, Lord, I hope not. But even if it is, we're good here in construction, guys. That's all we need, you all.
I talked with a young woman yesterday, and she said she has a job for McKinney's.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
She's got job security.
Amen,
She's like,
sister.
I'm not worried.
Yeah. She's absolutely right.
Yeah.
We need schedulers. We need safety professionals. We need BIM coordinators.
Yeah.
Like, we need all of that. And I'm telling these young folks, there are so many cool things in construction that you just don't even know about yet.
Yeah.
That once you get into the industry, you can pick and pivot which way you want to go.
Yeah.
You can absolutely do that. Once you get in, there will be a bidding war for you and your services.
Well, I'm watching it happen. I feel like I'm at like the NFL draft.
Oh, yeah, that's
Because
good. I like that.
It's like there are all these companies here, and man, they're recruiting.
Yeah.
They're like, I want you.
Yeah.
I want you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're literally talking with kids, and I talked with a welder, a kid the other day, and he already has an offer, already has a job locked in.
Come on, man.
And making good money.
17, 18 years old.
And he'll have that the rest of his life. No one can take that away from him.
That skill will go with him until
Absolutely.
he decies to retire.
Absolutely.
That's key, Josh.
Cannot be taken away.
Yeah, man. I love it, brother.
This is the line. We call people to step up to the line.
I love it.
So, Bryce,
Yes, sir.
call them to step up to the line. Why don't you take us off here and call those out there that are watching? Your camera's right over here, man.
Guys,
And
guys,
just
look
take
at
it-
me.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Look me in my eyes. We need you. There is no doubt in my mind. 5 people leave this industry, 1 returns. That is a 80% gap if my math is correct. We need you guys. This is the line. I'm calling you to it. This is a challenge. This is a recession-proof industry. You will have skills and trades that will take you farther than you could ever imagine. We need you guys. This is very important. Josh, you're doing great work, brother.
Hey, thank you, man, for joining us.
Absolutely, man.
Really appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
man. God bless you, brother.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Beautiful.